Obsessing people can have some pretty negative consequences. It can lead to a sense of anxiety or insecurity, as well as diminish your self-confidence. In this video, we'll outline 6 strategies you can use to stop obsessing over people and start living a happier life. 1. Learn to accept what you cannot change. Obsessing people can be very damaging to your mental and emotional health. It can lead to negative thoughts and feelings, and it can also make it difficult for having relationships. It is important to learn to accept certain things about people that you cannot change. For example, you cannot change the way someone looks or the way they behave. Instead of obsessing over these things, focus on the things that you can control. This might include how you treat people, how you communicate with them, and how you interact with them. If you are struggling with obsessing over people, try to find a therapist who can help you manage those thoughts and emotions. 2. Accept that other people have different values than you. It can be difficult to accept that other people have different values than you. This can lead to obsessing over people, or the tendency to worry excessively about the well-being of people we care about. Obsessing over people can take many different forms. We may worry about what the person is doing, thinking, or feeling. We may also become consumed with guilt or fear. It is important to remember that other people have their own lives and their own priorities. We cannot control everything that they do or think, and we should not try to do so. Instead, we should respect the fact that other people have their own unique way of life and their own set of values. This will help us to avoid obsessing over people and to enjoy our relationships more freely. 3. Recognize that some people just aren't meant to be in your life. There are times when it can be difficult to let go of people who we feel connected to. We may become obsessed with them, or we may feel like we need them in our lives. Sometimes, it is best to just recognize that some people are just not meant to be in our lives. It may be difficult, but it will help us to move on and find other friends and relationships that are better suited for us. If you find yourself obsessing over people, try to take a step back and assess why you are feeling this way. If you can't answer that question, then it is probably best to just move on from the person. 4. Don't live your life in fear of the future. People often spend a lot of time worrying about the future. This can lead to obsessing over people and situations. Instead of worrying about the future, try to live in the present moment. This will help you to focus on the things that are important, and it will reduce your anxiety levels. When you are constantly worrying about the future, you are more likely to make mistakes. You may also find it difficult to enjoy life because you are always worried about the next thing that will happen. It is important to learn how to relax and cope with stress in a healthy way. This can be done by focusing on positive thoughts, doing relaxation exercises, and avoiding negative media images and stories. 5. Stop trying to change others. People can be hard to change, but it is important to try. Sometimes we get so wrapped up in trying to change our friends or family that we stop seeing them for who they are. It is important to remember that people are going to make mistakes and they are not always going to be perfect. Instead of getting angry or frustrated, try to understand why the person made the mistake and then offer support instead of criticism. If you are consistently negative towards someone, it is likely that they will start to withdraw from you. Instead, try to build a relationship with them where you offer support and understanding. 6. Finally, learn to let go. It can be really tough to let go of someone that we care about. It's easy to get wrapped up in their lives and take things for granted. It can be hard to accept that someone is gone, but it's important to remember that they are free to do whatever they want. We can't control what they do or how they feel, so it's best to just let go. You don't have to dwell on the past or waste time worrying about them. Just focus on your own life and happiness, and you will be okay.